Why does Fatima bint Muhammad hold such a revered position in Islamic history? Known as Fatima al-Zahra, she was not only the beloved daughter of the Prophet Muhammad, but also a pivotal figure in the early Muslim community. This video explores the life and legacy of Fatima, delving into her profound influence and the indelible mark she left on both the spiritual and political landscapes of Islam. Early life and background. Fatima bint Muhammad, commonly known as Fatima al-Zahra, was born in Mecca. She was the youngest daughter of the Prophet Muhammad and his first wife, Khadijah. Growing up in the early days of Islam, Fatima witnessed the challenges her father faced while preaching the new faith. Her early years were shaped by the profound changes that Islam brought to the Arabian Peninsula. Fatima's mother, Khadijah, was a strong supporter of Muhammad's mission. She was the first person to accept Islam, and her wealth and influence helped protect the early Muslim community from social boycotts and persecution. Sadly, Khadijah passed away when Fatima was still young, leaving her in a world filled with uncertainty and struggle. Despite these hardships, Fatima developed a close bond with her father, who often referred to her as the mother of her father because of her caring nature. This nickname reflects her role in comforting Muhammad during times of distress and her maturity beyond her years. When Muhammad and his followers migrated from Mecca to Medina to escape persecution, a journey known as the Hijra, Fatima was among them. This migration marked a significant turn in Islamic history, as Medina became the new spiritual and political center for Muslims. Fatima's life in Medina was modest. She lived simply, even after marrying Ali, Muhammad's cousin, and one of his closest companions. Together, they faced the challenges of life in a growing community that was frequently at odds with neighboring tribes and within itself over religious and leadership issues. Marriage and personal life. Fatima bint Muhammad married Ali ibn Abi Talib, her father's cousin and one of his most trusted companions. This marriage was not just a union of two young people. It was deeply symbolic, representing the close bond between the Prophet Muhammad and his beloved daughter. The Prophet himself performed the marriage ceremony, which was simple yet full of significance for the early Muslim community. Despite their deep love and respect for each other, Fatima and Ali lived a life of considerable hardship. They had few possessions and lived modestly. Their home was a basic dwelling near the mosque in Medina, reflecting their commitment to a life focused more on spiritual wealth than material wealth. They were blessed with 3 sons, Hassan, Husayn, and Muhsin, and 2 daughters, Zainab and Kulthum. Unfortunately, Muhsin died in infancy, which was a common tragedy in those times due to harsh living conditions. Fatima's role extended beyond her household. She was known for her generosity and kindness. Stories tell of her giving away food, even when there was hardly enough for her own family. Her father said that she was a part of him, and her virtues reflected his teachings and the essence of Islam. One significant event in Fatima's life involved the land of Fadak, a gift from her father that became a point of contention after his death. When the first caliph, Abu Bakr, refused her claim to Fadak, citing a hadith that prophets do not leave inheritance, it caused a rift that has historical and theological implications to this day. Despite these challenges, Fatima remained a central figure in her community, revered for her moral integrity and deep faith. Her untimely death at a young age left a lasting impact on her family and the Muslim community, marking her as a woman of great patience and fortitude. Political involvement and legacy. Fatima bint Muhammad was not only a devoted daughter and mother, but also a significant political figure in the early Islamic community. After the death of her father, Prophet Muhammad, Fatima found herself at the center of a major political dispute that shaped the future of Islam. One of the most notable events was her stance on the caliphate. Fatima supported her husband, Ali, who she believed was the rightful successor to her father, as indicated by events at Ghadir Qum, where Muhammad is said to have declared Ali as his spiritual heir. However, the community chose Abu Bakr as the first caliph, leading to significant tension. Another significant event in Fatima's political life involved the land of Fadak, a fertile tract that had been bestowed upon her by her father as a gift. After Muhammad's death, Abu Bakr seized Fadak, claiming that prophets could not bequeath property. Fatima passionately contested this decision, delivering a powerful speech in the Prophet's mosque that eloquently argued her case and highlighted her deep knowledge of the Quran and Islamic law. Her arguments, however, were ultimately rejected, which deeply distressed her and further strained her relations with the ruling caliph. Despite these political struggles, Fatima's legacy is profound. She is remembered as a symbol of virtue, resilience, and piety. Her dedication to her father's teachings and her defense of her husband's rights cemented her status as a moral and spiritual exemplar. In Shia Islam, she is particularly revered as the mother of the Imams Hasan and Husayn, through whom the lineage of the Prophet is continued. Fatima's untimely death and the controversies surrounding it have imbued her with a martyr-like status in the eyes of many, making her a perpetual figure of inspiration and reverence in the Muslim world. Significance and influence. Fatima bint Muhammad is a central figure in Islamic history, revered for her moral integrity, spiritual depth, and steadfast commitment to her family and faith. Her significance stretches beyond her immediate family ties to the Prophet Muhammad. She is a symbol of piety and resilience in the face of hardship. One of the most significant aspects of Fatima's influence is her role in the spiritual and ethical guidance of the Muslim community. Her actions and words often mirrored those of her father, emphasizing the values of justice, generosity, and piety. Her life is frequently cited as an exemplary model of Islamic virtue, particularly in how she dealt with adversity and conflict. Fatima's influence is particularly pronounced in Shia Islam, where she is considered almost a saintly figure. Shia Muslims hold her in high esteem as the mother of Imams Hasan and Husayn, who are key figures in their faith. Her marriage to Ali, whom Shias regard as the rightful successor to Muhammad, is seen as a divine union that continued the Prophet's legacy through their descendants. Additionally, Fatima's confrontation with the caliphs over her father's estate and her defense of her husband's rights to the caliphate underscore her political acumen and her willingness to stand up for justice. Her speeches, especially the one concerning the Fadak property, are studied for their eloquence, legal reasoning, and deep understanding of Islamic teachings. Fatima's early death and the mystery surrounding her burial place have added to her mystique and enduring legacy. She is often remembered during religious observances, particularly in Muharram, which commemorates the martyrdom of her son Hussein at Karbala, a pivotal event in Shia Islam. Title of Mistress of the Women of Paradise. Fatima bint Muhammad is revered in both Sunni and Shia Islam as Sayyidat Nisa al-Jannah, which means Mistress of the Women of Paradise. This title reflects her esteemed status in Islam. It was given to her by her father, Prophet Muhammad, who saw her virtues and piety as unmatched among women. This title signifies her spiritual prominence and the high regard in which she is held in the Islamic community. It emphasizes her purity, steadfast faith, and the exemplary life she led, serving as a role model for Muslim women across generations. The honor indicates that she embodies the qualities that lead to eternal bliss in the hereafter, positioning her as a leading figure among the women of paradise. The Tasbih of Fatima. The Tasbih of Fatima is a cherished spiritual practice among Muslims, attributed to Fatima herself. This simple yet profound act of devotion involves the repetition of praises to Allah, Allahu Akbar, God is the greatest, 34 times, Alhamdulillah, praise be to God, 33 times, and Subhanallah, glory be to God, 33 times. It is said that her father, the Prophet Muhammad, taught her this prayer as a way to cope with distress and to find comfort during times of hardship. Performing the Tasbih of Fatima is believed to bring peace to the heart and mind, serving as a reminder of God's greatness and mercy. This practice not only connects individuals with Fatima's spiritual legacy, but also promotes a deep sense of mindfulness and gratitude in everyday life. It is particularly valued for its simplicity and accessibility, allowing anyone to engage in meaningful meditation and reflection at any time. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and legacy of Fatimah bint Muhammad. If you found this video insightful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more enriching content. Don't forget to like and share this video to spread the knowledge. Together, let's continue to explore the rich tapestry of Islamic history and its profound figures. Subscribe now and stay updated with our latest releases.